Hi everyone and welcome to a Theme Park Worldwide news update. The past 10 years has really been a huge step up for theme parks in mainland Europe. We've seen brand new parks open, and along with that, the overall quality and scale of the roller coasters, themed areas and dark rides that we've seen built throughout mainland Europe has really stepped up. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've always had some great parks. However, I'd say the past 10 years, we've really seen the industry really just thrive with lots of new investments, and that's set to continue next year in 2024 with another brand new theme park opening in Poland. In this video I'm going to share all of the details that we know so far and also take a look at some awesome concept art for this park, which looks absolutely fantastic. Now, of course, Poland's already on a lot of people's bucket lists, and quite a lot of people have travelled, mainly because of Energylandia, an absolutely amazing theme park, not too far away from Krakow, an absolutely brilliant park that we definitely recommend. We've visited a few times now here at Theme Park Worldwide. They've got some incredible rides such as Zadra, Hyperion, and so much more. And check out them vlogs if you haven't already seen them. That just shows what Poland want to do when it comes to the theme park industry, because Energylandia's rides are fantastic, and as much as the theming started out quite subpar, they're getting there now with the latest themed areas, and we look forward to returning for the new additions at some point in the future. It shows that Poland really do mean business, because yes, we're set to see this other brand new park opening up. This one is quite away from Energylandia. It's about 6 hours 45 if you were to drive away, but obviously there's probably other bits of public transport if you wanted to combine it all into a trip, or it's not actually too far from the German border and parks like Heide Park and Hansa Park. So yeah, when this does open next year, you could possibly put them all together. Yeah, this park's set to be located in an area called Broje, I believe it's called. I mean, my pronunciation's terrible, but I always try my best. But yeah, it's in North Poland, pretty close to the German border. Now, this new park is set to be known as Hossoland or Hossoland. Again, I'm not 100% sure on my pronunciation with this one. However, yeah, this is basically being brought to life by a company that currently owns shopping centres out there in Poland. They own quite a lot of retail and obviously want to build a theme park. They've probably seen how successful Energylandia has been over the past 10 years since it opened, and thought, yeah, let's try and have a bit of that, you know. And obviously it's paying off, because yeah, they're building this big park with lots of heavy theming, and that's the key to this. The theming looks absolutely fantastic, as we will see when we take a look at the concept art just here. So there we go, look at this. It's set to be in 4 different themed areas, and I'm expecting this probably to be one of them as the main entrance, because you've got a fishing town, the Mermaid Syringa town. I'm thinking this could be like a fishing town. I mean, you've got the big boat just there over the entrance. Along with that, there's all the sails, some other boats there on the left in the background. Obviously, you can see the entrance turnstiles and this big impressive entrance building. Along with that, you can see some other buildings off to the right hand side, and yeah, this looks to be the main kind of entrance here. However, there's probably going to be other buildings and facades all the way around there as well. Like I said, I don't know if this would be classed as one of the themed areas or not, but there is going to be 4. One of them is this mermaid kind of fishing town, and that looks to fit that concept art to me. So yeah, I expect that's probably what that is. Along with that, you got Amber Kingdom of Baltambar, which looks like a large show building here. I mean, again, I'm kind of matching up the concept art to the different areas. This could be for something else, but if we match that up to it, the Amber Kingdom, it kind of looks like it could be. Massive show building, maybe a dark ride in there, or could it be the station to what looks to be a coaster on the right hand side? That could be anything. I mean, it could be a flying coaster, looks possibly more like a suspended coaster, but yeah, that looks really interesting just there. In terms of manufacturers, we know straight away that there's going to be a Vekoma and also a Mack ride built at this park. They're working with them manufacturers. We don't know the scale yet of some of those. However, we have seen concept art for what we to believe a huge Vekoma roller coaster going into this park, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. So yeah, it looks really quite interesting there with that building. And once to just point out the scale of the buildings just here, it looks like they're going quite big with this one, which is fantastic to see. Ground up park on this currently empty space, you know, so it's really interesting to see. Talking of empty space, I managed to find this image actually here. This shows what it currently looks like, and yeah, as you can see, you've got all the trees that have been cleared in the middle there. It looks like it's in a bit of a forest really, and then obviously you're going to have all the lush landscaping, more trees put back in when the park evolves, which would be fantastic to see. Along with that, you're going to have a Vikings themed area, Land of the Vikings, and this looks probably some of the most impressive concept arts here. It all looks great, but this looks nice and shows what their intentions are. This isn't just going to be an amusement park, and I'd say that Energylandia, as much as they've got themed areas, it still feels very amusement park. This, it's clear it is going to be themed areas, and as much as I don't think we're going to be seeing the rapid expansion rate of Energylandia, I'm only really comparing that because it's also in the same country, in Poland. This looks more set out as in, you know, your conventional theme park. You'll go in, big grand entrance, themed areas, instead of going in, mishmash of rides, bit of water park here, and then, yeah, you know, themed areas at the back, which is what Energylandia actually is. It's a great park, I love it there, but it's not immersive from when you walk in because it's just rides kind of all clumped together at first, and then they've gone backtrack really and started to put themed areas in. With this one, they're going themed from the start. But yeah, the Vikings area looks great. Let's pull that up again. You got a rapids ride there, of course, really well themed boats. Along with that, a gyro swing or pendulum style ride that looks like it's going to swing out over the trough and interact with that rapids. And again, looking at the theming here, it looks pretty incredible. Hopefully we're going to see it done to this standard. I think we probably will do. I mean, construction's already underway on this at the moment. You saw that image of the land being cleared. I believe we're starting to see vertical construction happening on site, and this is set to open next year. Quite ambitious, because obviously there's a lot of work to do with this park and to get it ready for next year, but it's certainly possible. Look at you know, Disneyland back in 1955. You know, that was built in 12 months, the whole of Disneyland. So yeah, it's certainly possible that this could be ready. And yeah, with the speed this seems to build things in Poland and how quick they've got rides up at Energylandia, it certainly wouldn't surprise me. But yeah, that area looks great with the Vikings. Along with that, you've got Dragon Valley of the Mines. Now again, I've tried to match up the concept art to the areas. I don't know if this is directly this area, or maybe this could be going back to that original fishing town with the lighthouse. But again, the lighthouse looks fantastic there. Looks like you can go up there, some steps or something on the outside there maybe, or a slide possibly on there. Along with that, there's a water ride on the left hand side. I mean, that looks like it could be a water coaster or some sort of shoot the chute maybe, like a big kind of Atlantica Super Splash maybe, for example, at Europa Park, or maybe just a conventional splash ride, something like Tatuki Splash at Portaventura, something like that possibly there, coming out of that kind of rock work with the lighthouse just there as well. And then along with that, off to the right, you can see all them nice buildings, and again, that looks like possibly it could flow from the entrance. Maybe you're going to walk in and see that lighthouse as kind of their main beacon, if you like, in the middle of the park. Much like when you walk into a Disney park, you've got the castle. This is what we could be seeing here, a big lighthouse. Kind of like our Toverland is now, actually. I mean, you walk into Toverland, you've got the lighthouse. Islands of Adventure, Universal, of course, that's got the lighthouse at the entrance. I think Toverland was inspired by that. Maybe this part's going to be inspired a bit by Toverland and that Islands of Adventure. But we'll see what happens. Now, we know there's going to be 50 attractions. That includes shops, restaurants, and everything like that when it opens. However, we do know there's going to be some large rides here, and we believe that this huge Vekoma is going to be going here. This looks absolutely awesome. Look at the concept art. I mean, you saw it in the thumbnail, but there it is. This looks amazing. Vekoma Ghost Rider looks basically another version of the Bermuda Blitz and also Vekoma Shockwave. Obviously, the Bermuda Blitz, one of those operates already out in Poland at Legendia. Very great ride, very popular. Then, of course, you've got Abyss at Energylandia, which is a Vekoma Shockwave. So what Vekoma seems to be doing is just innovating that same type of ride, but then calling it something different every time. Fine by me, because they ride fantastic. Very smooth, very comfortable, completely different to them old school Vekomas that we're all used to. These new generation Vekomas, incredible. So yeah, this should be fantastic. What we're looking at here is a ride that's 53 meters tall, 175 feet, so it's not quite a hyper coaster, but it looks fantastic. Big top hat. Obviously it's launched. You can see a really long launch section there, and of course up into the top hat. You can see at least 2 inversions. The concept art kind of cuts off on the left. However, there could be another inversion over there. Who knows? There could be another launch for all we know. However, I think that is the main bulk of the ride that we can see there. What really excites me with that is the huge airtime hills. Now, that isn't something we've really seen on Abyss at Energylandia on Let Coaster. There isn't massive airtime hills like this, and you've got to think of the height of it as well, 175 feet. You're going to be having some great ejector airtime on there. So yeah, that looks really promising. Like I said, we believe that this is going to be the first one of these from Vekoma going into this park. Obviously, they've not built one anywhere yet, and we believe they've placed the order for this ride, and that is in fact some of the concept art. Even though that concept art there wasn't released directly by the park, it's updates come from Vekoma. So hopefully it all matches up. I'm sure it will do. But this brand new theme park coming to Poland, Hossoland, opening in 2024. If all goes to plan, of course, we'll keep you updated here on Theme Park Worldwide. Hopefully we'll see some construction a little bit closer and some more images from this park as well. Let us know your thoughts. Always exciting to see new parks going in, and especially Vekoma innovating with something new. We know Mack rides are involved, possibly with that water ride. That's the water coaster maybe, but who knows? I'm interested to see what other water rides we have, flat rides. Are we going to see dark rides here? Fingers crossed. That's something what Energylandia really need to work on. So maybe they're going to look at that and think, let's put in a major dark ride or a couple of smaller dark rides. Who knows? But really exciting times. Let me know your thoughts down below. And also, if you've been out to Poland before to visit the parks, there's lots out there, Energylandia and Legendia, but you've also got some other parks as well. The Plopsa group are really expanding out there, which is great to see. So more Poland trips coming up here on Theme Park Worldwide. That leaves me with one final thing to say. Get out there, keep on riding. We'll see you all in the next video.